Hi, everyone. I'm Amy Jackson, and I am a support specialist with the Colorado Spirit COVID-19 support program at North Range Behavioral Health. And I am so happy to be here today.
Yes, hi everyone, and my name is Shawna Cranmer, and I am our team lead for the program. And today, Amy and I just wanted to chat a bit about managing recovery during a holiday season during a pandemic. That complicates things a bit for us, doesn't it, Amy?
It can and it does on top of everything else. We're going to hopefully just touch on like some three real basic things that are doable for just about anybody. Um, and the first thing would be, to reach out. It is an action thing. It's not comfortable sometimes, and the phone feels very far away. Um, and it's relatively easy to get connected to various support groups across the globe, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, from the privacy of your phone or your home computer, while maintaining your privacy and being vulnerable and staying anonymous. So it's a safe situation. Um, Once that happens, then I know for sure that you got to connect, and that means
Yeah,
actually using those resources. And we're going to be putting up a lot of numbers in the feed here, and we'll be going over that here.
yeah,
um,
teacher.
so yeah.
Absolutely. And so I hear reaching out, and then I hear getting connected. And I'm going to be honest, Amy, I'm sure a lot of us have these questions thinking about joining another group, if that's virtually. Sometimes it's too overwhelming. And then I stress about the do's and the don'ts and what's acceptable and what's not. Amy, can I go into a meeting like this? um Maybe mute myself too and just add that extra layer of confidentiality for myself.
I think that you would probably be right at home. And that's the thing too. If most of us are only connecting with, professionally, we're working remote. Our friends and family, we're communicating through screens. And I personally, sometimes the last thing I want to do after being on screens all day is log on to another one. Um, but you know, the gift is that you're gonna definitely, almost for sure, feel better after you really take that chance and take care of yourself, and be able to reach out. Loneliness, isolation, the holidays, all of it that's going on, can set a lot of people back, to old patterns and those ways of thinking. In person and public meetings are a lifeline for people who are active in recovery. And so this is our option right now, and um, it's a great one to have, and it's easy to connect.
Yes. And so I hear you saying, and maybe you're calling me out a little bit. No, if we're willing to connect in these ways for work and business or whatever the case may be, we also deserve the opportunity to connect in those ways for our own self care, for our own support. Um, and I'd like, not that any of us are ready for a ton of numbers or need to hear a ton of numbers, but I would like to share a couple things that kind of stood out to our team. Um, so in 2019, Colorado saw around 1,000 fatal overdoses. And this year, just in the first half of the year, we've reached around 1,050. Looking at DUIs in Colorado alone in those first 4 months, again, and we're looking at kind of those first initial stay at home and lockdown orders, our DUI rates almost doubled. And not at all to dampen the mood, but more to bring an awareness about the circumstances impacting our communities. And just like the pandemic, these things do not discriminate. And so having that awareness, maybe if it's not us, maybe you know someone that's struggling.
For sure. And it is important, and it's absolutely relevant that that we do stay on top and be reminded of those numbers. And that's just what we know. That's just what there's probably a whole nother area that we don't know about, I'm sure. The gift is that there are those people who have decided to maybe make a change in their lifestyle, even at the beginning of the lockdown. I was in touch with some people recently that said that, the majority of their specific group on specific nights are people who are new to recovery. They've been there since the beginning. They're connecting virtually. Some of them have not even been to an in-person meeting since they began their journey. So that's encouraging. That help is available. And we're talking a lot about substance abuse and numbers of overdoses and stuff, but people are gaining weight and just engaging in unhealthy things. Every other commercial is something for gambling. Marriages and relationships are breaking up and suffering. So no matter what, recovery is an umbrella, and it's broad. And in the feed, we're gonna put down numbers for off the wall area of Narcotics Anonymous, the Northern chapter of Alcoholics Anonymous, Heroin Anonymous, Al-Anon, Overeaters Anonymous, Sex and Relationship Anonymous. So, maybe you're not ready to do the whole gig, but call us at the warm line, and Shawna's going to give you all the information here in just a minute. And so, and that brings light to that there absolutely is hope, and it's out there for sure.
Yeah. Thank you, Amy. And yes, so again, that brings us kind of to our third point, and that staying connected piece is really key. Again, varied comfort levels. Our team is here to meet you with that. We're here to provide support, connect you to resources that maybe already exist in our community that you knew about, maybe some you didn't know about. You can call us again at our warm line, 970-347-2359. You can email our team at colorado.spirit@northrange.org. You can message us here right on Facebook, send us a message. We also understand that some people prefer text. Call our warm line and we'll also get you in contact with someone who can provide those texting services. Again, all of this is at no cost and completely confidential to you.
Yeah, that's awesome. So those three things: reach out, connect, and then stay connected. If even for a little while, make it a part of your routine, so that we're not so miserable through the pandemic and through the holidays. So Absolutely. It's been great to be here with you through screens, Shawna. And yes. I hope everybody has a really, really great holiday.
Us too. Our team wants to wish everyone happy holidays, but please, we understand some may be busy, but we will be here next week, same time, same day, Thursday, 12:30, and we'll chat a little bit about gratitude. So thank you everyone for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
And please like and share our posts on Facebook. Bye.
Bye everyone.